Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another KrebsCOHO World of Tanks replay cast. Yes, here we go yet again. This time around, we're going to be doing the Type 59 tank. Not going to be my replay, not going to be a fan submitted replay. I got this one off of mwreplays.com. That is mywhatreplays.com. You can find some really awesome ones on there. You can filter everything and just find some great ones. So, here we go. I mean, a lot of times what you have to expect of these fan-submitted ones is that they kind of, always win. I hardly ever get a draw or a defeat from a fan. So at least I can mix it up by getting these MW replays. So here we go. You don't know what to expect. And we'll have to see what happens out of this. Now, we're going to be following this guy going by the name of Slobo Gljevic, I believe. We'll go for Slobo. Playing in his Type 59 tank on the map Cliff. You can see that those are the teams. And in, of course, our fashion on this channel, we try to look for funny names just at the beginning whilst there's no action. Sergeant Fury is an okay name. A Pioneer Troop? Oh, I don't know. That's okay. I'm really not seeing any funny names this time around. Mannerheim? No, that's not funny. Big Duke. Come on, we've got no creative people in this match. Absolutely zero creativity at all. So, oh well, at least we had a somewhat okay name, Sergeant Fury. That wasn't really that great, but hey, I like the other names in the last cast where they had Cherry Liquor. Cherry Liquor wasn't a funny name, but none this time around. But anyway, here we go. We've got the Type 59 approaching on the hill of the map Cliff and already engaging a Panther over there. We're taking a look at his screen, so him actually firing at this Panther. Not exactly sure if I agree with what he is doing right there by backing out with his rear end exposed to a Panther. I don't think that's a great idea to be doing. Oh gosh, just barely missing a shot from the AMX. I think it's better to have some cover. Maybe just like hull down your position. I mean, he's got a hill right in front of him there. He could at least approach the hill, a slight incline, and just expose his turret maybe, and maybe he'd be okay. Type 59, not really that much to speak about. I know a lot of people think that this tank is overpowered. They hate it. They hate it with a passion. They think it's so powerful and nothing can take it on. It's so speedy. While I agree it is speedy at its maximum speed, it is hardly overpowered. I really don't see this argument. I own a Type 59 myself because I bought it from the resale that came out in May, I believe. And yeah, I enjoy the tank. However, I was sort of let down in a way because I was expecting it to be almost like a god tank. And unfortunately, after playing so many different tanks out in this game, Type 59 is hardly a god tank. I don't really see the argument there. Yes, it does have a good maximum speed, but it suffers, as you can probably see by now, a very, very slow acceleration. So that kind of defeats the whole point of this speedy thing. I know it's great having that maximum speed, but if it's so difficult for you to even approach that maximum speed with such a slow acceleration, well, that kind of puts you in a bad position, doesn't it? So it doesn't really have the best of accelerations. Also, in terms of its armor, frontal armor and frontal turret armor is perfect. It's great. However, the sides and rear armor, as with other tanks, is obviously a bit more exposed. It also apparently has a very, very weak ammo rack on its back turret. I believe there might be a strip along its back turret where you can easily destroy the ammo rack, and so reducing the rate at which the tank can reload its ammo shells, or you could potentially even destroy the tank, blow it up. So there you go, right? If you can hit the back plate of the turret anyway, where the ammo rack is. So anyway, we've got the Type 59 engaging the AMX 5100 out there. I believe that is what kind of tank type? Tier 8 tank. So he's being a bit ballsy. I know it's just the same tier, but these AMXs are so infamous for their rapid fire. Look at this, 918 HP, one bouncing off, very, very lucky indeed. Another one hitting, taking him down to 598. Oh gosh, but he's managed to detract the AMX 50. Very lucky of him. And now that AMX is repaired and moving about and getting some cover because he knows he's not going to survive against his Type 59 for too long. Type 59's got a pretty decent reload rate, doesn't it? It doesn't do the most of damage. It was only take him down like, what, I don't know, 15, maybe to 20% each shot, which is pretty good. But It's not this overpowered cannon that everybody's describing. I mean, I hear a lot of times how much people hate this tank, and I just don't understand it. I mean, it's decent. It's just like any other tank. I mean, it's a premium tank, so you get your obvious increases in credit gain and such. But apart from that, I don't really see the argument. I really don't. But anyway, what we've got is that the teams, it looks like his team, Slobo's team, is down on 2 men. The AMXs were thankfully taken out, so at least that's some major threats on the enemy teams gone already. But the numbers are whittling down for Slobo's team at the moment. He's at least got 2 Ferdinands on his team, so that's a bit good. At least he's got some more support going. But it seems like everything's okay on the right-hand side of the map over where Slobo is, but you can see on the left-hand side, I know it's a little bit difficult to see. You have to focus on the actual icons, but you can see that the enemy team is moving on the left-hand side against 1 Ferdinand. There's so many numbers over there as well, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to be lasting for how long against so many tanks. We'll have to see. But still, the enemy team is leading by 2 kills. Panther 2 being engaged now, and now it's so afraid. He's backing off right into the open here. So afraid because he wanted to rotate his front armor around, but oh god, side armor exposed. Type 59 finishing him off. And it looks like Type 59 realizing that his team is getting completely overrun. We can see that the artillery down there is being flanked, and it looks like by the T-50. Oh gosh, so the entire team is crumbling over at the home sector, and so the Type 59 realizing that this is not going to be faring too well. He's going to be retreating back to his base, and one of the most annoying things to happen is the IS-8 just staying over there. I know the IS-8 is a little bit slow, but come on. When you realize that your base is about to be capped, what is the point in trying to cap the enemy base? To some extent, I could agree if maybe it was 1-to-1. You had the same amount of guys capping the base, but I mean, if the enemy team has 3 guys or something in your home sector, you may as well probably just go back to your base and defend. There's no point in trying to cap the enemy base, you know, 3-to-1. How is that going to win? I don't know. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It happens in so many games of mine. At times when people they try to cap the enemy base when they clearly don't have the numbers to do so, when your base is already being capped. I just don't understand it. You can sometimes get back to your base in time. But anyway, so approaching the KV-5 here and having a difficult time with actually finishing him off, taking him down to 5% health, but we all know that the KV-5 is quite heavily armored. Just that the KV-5 suffers in gun power, if you want to call it that. It really has quite a weak gun. Being lucky there to penetrate him, but still, KV-5, even though it's quite a powerful tank in terms of its armor at tier 8, but it doesn't have a great gun to compete with. And so there we go. Type 59 being the last survivor, weirdly enough, and his base being captured. That is a defeat for him, unfortunately. But the reason that I picked this replay is because of the massive credits that he earned. 126,874 credits with a whopping 1,366 experience. Of course, this is a premium tank, but still, you gotta do quite well to earn that much on a premium tank. Even if he tried to reset the points, probably wouldn't have mattered. All he had left was 2 AP rounds and 2 HE rounds. That's hardly enough to take on 4 enemy tanks, okay? So let's head on over to the personal achievements, and you can see all of these. He's damaged and destroyed those, and also the battle heroes, Type 59, gaining the steel wall. So congratulations to the Type 59 for getting that, and unfortunately for losing, but at least he got quite a lot of credits out of that. I bet he's quite happy at least for getting that on the bright side of things. So anyway, guys, if you want to send in your replays, you can send them into KrebsCOHO@hotmail.co.uk. Make sure you do provide a description and make sure it's a little bit exceptional. So until next time, I will catch you all later.